Alright boys, I've got this Deus 2 out here, beta public version 3.03. Now that's the 9-inch fast frequency coil. We're going to put that HF2 coil on here momentarily. You know, you don't know what you could see in a sight. You know, that gold ring could live a while in a sight. You don't know how nails are in a sight and what's left if it's been hunted. With some of these detectors, even this coil here, that might still be laying out there for the taking, huh? But you gotta hear it to dig it. Most people probably don't dig iron tones in parks, etc. Okay, house sites. Now I've got the fast multi-frequency coil on here. We're in mono program. We're gonna show mono program. Now, you probably aren't going to run that disc running that high frequency, but that's what I'm going to show in this video. And the silencer is at 0. Speed, I've done looked at speed 3 and 4. Here's speed 5. You hear that, right? You get the idea. Coil height. Let me get this coil straight. So is there anything there really to alert you of that? Would you stop on that and dig that? We're getting out of mono program. Here's fast program. I'll even run the silencer to 0. Reactivity 3. We'll check it in 4. Disc is 6.8. You hear that, right? That's a no-go, boys. That's 6.8, silencer 0, speed 4. Now you can check speed 2 and 5. You're not going to get any help on that with this coil. Alright. So I'm going to turn this camera off. We're going to fire up that HF2 coil there. Alright, we got the old HF2 powered up here. We'll show fast with pitch tone, sensitive FT. Now silencer 2 in bold. 6.8 disc. Here's the fast program. This is speed 4. I'll take that ring out there. That's a 10-karat gold ring. Alright. Here's speed 3. Alright. Now, iron tip is off. I've got a 10 in the meter that way. Coming through here, I've got 20. Alright. Sensitive FT. Speed 3. 6.8 disc silencer 2. And that fast program, by the way, was 53 kilohertz multi-frequency. Now that's multi-frequency. See that frequency max over that? If you see this in a video and anybody's doing videos, that suggests they're in multi-frequency on this detector. Mono program single frequency won't have that frequency max above that frequency. Okay? So the sensitive FT. It's at 53, all right? No offsets, 5. You can hear that. I'm coming around over here. So you hear that sound, huh? Now here's 89 kilohertz on sensitive FT. I got a 68 in the meter, okay? Alright. Fast program. 89. We got 28 in the meter. Maybe you can see that. It's hard for me to hold this camera here. I get a 9 at times. So you hear that. I'm not going to take that gold ring out just yet. we're going to go over here to the old mono program. Now, this is 19 kilohertz, so this is higher than those AT Pros and F75s, okay? Now, I got the disc at 6.1, which is usable, even in the iron. You go any higher, though, you'll probably want to raise your disc a little bit. We're going to leave it at 6.1 sizer 0. Your speed 4. So a small call on a lot of these other machines suggests what? If you swept that with them, what would happen? 15 kilohertz machine with a little call on it. You hear that? Alright. Now speed 5, I'm in speed 5 now. That's not helping us here, okay? You're shit out of luck. Alright. So we're going to go on down here. I'm in speed 5. I'll probably change that, okay? We're going on up. There's 28.9. We'll go higher. There's 43 kilohertz. Speed 4. Silencer 0, 6.1 disc. You're probably going to need to run the disc a little higher in the while. But what does it do on this? So we're getting some signal. Let's go in here and pretend we're going to run the disc at about 6.6. That's probably usable at that frequency. So we're getting signal in the mono program. Alright. I'm intentionally... Okay, there's 34.3 kilohertz. Alright. $30 kilohertz. Alright. 28.9. She gets shaky there, you see that? So these we'll just call them more conventional frequency run machines, even with small coils, own that. Would struggle. That could still be out there. So, you know, if you happen to pick one of these coils up, it has potential, okay? On some things in the wild that can be dug, and you may be shocked. You may not even realize what you've done when you find that. Oh yeah, you may see the 4 nails when you dig the hole, but you may not even understand how they were arranged. That's a monster test there, boys, for difficulty, okay? That's going to conclude the video of the Mighty Deus 2 with the fast multi-frequency coil and the HF2 coil.